My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is March 4th, 2023. It is 2:56 a.m., almost 3 o'clock. I was supposed to start recording since 12. I got up, I was just coughing out of nowhere, and I took a break and I was watching a movie, fell asleep, got up again, and I had a list already for me to share some stuff with you. So we're gonna try and see how that goes. So when I'm editing, I'll just cut out those coughing. All right, any new subscribers, welcome. So let's go on Twitter. All right, before I start coughing. So I have this on the list, but it's not. I arranged it in a way. I just added it. So I want to start the way that I have it on the list. Okay, Prince William will prefer if Harry never stepped foot in England again. My goodness, as if this is his. The same way he's like Africa is his. These people, the entitlement that they feel like they have. All right, I'm looking forward to Spare 2. Spare Good King Harry. The GIF doing the nail of the skeleton. Well, we all know what they did to Thwart their last trip to the UK. They had to unalive a whole monarch. Okay, Harry does this. Pointing down here, Willie Lick is a cartoon character. What did he point out? Okay, you gotta be able to smile through the bullshit. That's for sure. Okay, I swear to God, I'm not laughing. Alright, let's see here. Let's read some of the comments, and after these, that's it. And we will prefer it if William and his wife never step foot in the US again, wasting taxpayers' money. Yeah, if you read some of the tweets, if you watch some of the videos that I did around that time, and a little bit after, I think, later on we find out how much it cost Boston for their trip. They didn't even offer a dime. All right, for this nonsense. I hope Meghan and Harry buy their own home in England, and by virtue of their existence, take all the attention away from that ghetto family. Yeah, I'm that petty. As a matter of fact, I wish they could buy like a villa, a huge mansion somewhere in Italy. You know, when they're traveling to Europe, or they're making a trip around that area, so they could have that as their based home. I don't think how far is England to like Italy. I don't think it's that far at all. They could do a short flight, like for instance the same thing that happened when they were doing things, the One Young World, the Invictus in Germany, and what else they were gonna do. They were gonna meet with some kids, was it Well Child? Okay, something like that. Instead of staying in the UK, they could stay in that particular villa. They pick a centralized country, that's at peace, where they could just stay when they're gonna make traveling around those areas. So it will be a short flight, and they could actually, take the kids and like a mini vacation area, And then they'll be pissed. You know how jealous these people are. Whenever they see Harry and Meghan have some nice thing, they get jealous. So instead of doing it in the UK, because they're not safe in the UK. Alright, so buy it somewhere. Who knows? They probably already have that. Okay, why does William feel so threatened by Harry? Because his lack of skills and things. He doesn't even know how to socialize with normal people. So he's threatened by Harry. Harry could get along with anybody. But he's so awkward whenever he's around anybody, except for his friend who thinks the same way that he does. Okay, that's not sweet. Hey, I'm with Prince William. That's fine. He could be. That's his choice. But eventually, when the table turned, look at when Trump was in office. Look at how much damage he did to the country. And then people thought, okay, he will win again. The way he was running the country, he could say whatever he want, whatever, right? But now the table have turned. He's in big trouble. So this could easily happen over there. They don't have the mindset to put themselves in somebody else's shoes. So eventually when the table turn, we just sit back and said, we won't feel sorry for them because they easily could put pain onto other people. Most envious people wish they could remove the object of their envy. He hates that Heavy has found the strength, freedom, and happiness he has yet to experience. Not only that, okay, many of the things that Heavy is doing is because they inflicted on Heavy. So they're making it impossible for Heavy to survive around them. So Heavy had to get himself out of there. Remember how I've always said, the body is made to survive. We human beings only survive by air. If we go underground, obviously underground, underwater, we're going to find our ways to swim above water so we could get air. Okay, we get a small cut. Our body goes into full shock, no matter how much of a cut it is, because your body is not supposed to have a cut. So your body structure in a way to heal automatically. It's gonna find ways to heal automatically. Your blood start getting dry to cover the wound. Okay, whatever it takes for the body to survive. Okay, this is why you have to stay healthy all the time. Okay, so Heavy had to find way to survive. Now he is thriving. Remember, when he was in the UK, they were preventing him from being his best self. Project that he wants to make, he wants to do. No, you have to wait until William come with something and whatever, because William is the heir. The priority is for William. Okay, but instead the priority should be the people. They don't think that way. All right, the heir is the priority. They're waiting. Look at this. They're still waiting. What are they waiting for? I don't know. Harry's not there. He's doing his own thing. Look how many things Harry and Meghan have done since they left the UK. So what have William have done? Look at the simple thing that he could have done with the earth shot. Okay, he can't even manage that in a meaningful way. Instead, he's flying in celebrities. His mind think the world only needs celebrities. He doesn't know. I'm pretty sure, what's his name? The football player. Okay, he wasn't a celebrity, or he wasn't rich throughout his life. I don't know. I could look it up. How he was, what's his name? Beckham. Okay, he has to work himself up. And then this is where the monarch come and scoop people who work their butt off to make it wherever they are. Majority of people wasn't born with a silver spoon in their mouth like he did. Whatever, let's move on. Okay, let's read this. Okay, these people keep digging when it's obvious they should have stopped a while ago. Hey, everybody sees it except them. Next tweet. I think there's more comment, but let's move on. And I think, okay, King Charles. All right, King Charles is still angry that Prince Harry wrote honestly about Camilla. He could be as angry as he wants. Did Harry tell any lies? Okay, let's ask this question. Did Harry lie about Camilla? If you feel Harry lied, the court system is there for that. Okay, it's not selective group. If you feel like Harry lied in the book about Camilla, hey, isn't that defamation? Go call him to court. This is his experience. This is what he experienced under that cow. Put his mother through hell. You and Camilla. So use the court system and do what you need to do. That's me responding. Stay mad. Okay, dog never changed his claws. Isn't this what Diana meant by the third person in their bed? Any man outed so royally will drop their mistress. Not Charles. He's always undermined and backstab anyone to keep his obsession untouched. Camilla. He's toxic. Alright, what is this here? King Charles kicks Harry and Meg for pedo Prince Andrew. Alright, so whatever. They're making the case for Harry and Meghan anyway. Alright, Camilla, this is the thing here. Before, what's this guy? Clarkson did his hit piece on Meghan. Alright, they had that lunch dinner or something like that. And next thing you know, he wrote this crazy stuff about Meghan. And then people call foul. But it's very sad that people in the UK was not calling foul. Let's take it back, because some people in the UK were pointing it out. I saw Omid and somebody else in the UK pointed out. Then it make wave. until prominent people in the US start calling foul about it, and then that's when the UK start changing its tune. Whatever happened to, I think IPSO was doing an investigation on Clarkson. Whatever happened to that? Okay, I reported on it. Okay, they were doing an investigation about Clarkson. That was way after Sharpton went to the UK and all of that. And then maybe a couple of days or maybe a week later, they said IPSO is doing an investigation on Clarkson. I never heard anything about that since then. If they come out with something, I didn't come across it for me to share with you. And that's why I'm raising it. All right. Exclusive Camilla, very glamorous private party. Very glamorous. This is glamorous to you? You think this is glamorous? Oh my goodness. All right. Dame Judi Dench, Piers Morgan, Claudia Wilkman, and Jeremy Clarkson. Okay. This is the bunch probably plotting against the Sussexes. Join Queen concert at star-studded Mayfair. Lunch as she proved Meghan isn't the only royal with pulling power. Why the hell is Meghan's name has to be on this thing here? Meghan has nothing to do with that. Well, I guess the subject of their conversation was Meghan. My goodness. They thought they could have advantage. They could do whatever they want with Princess Diana. Yesterday, I read this in another video. I'm not going to read it. You could pause your screen and read it. Actually, this is much better than the one that I read. It seems bigger. Is it me? Maybe my screen is bigger. All right, let me bookmark this just in case. There's something I wrote on my... Let me share it with you now. Let me go on my community board. And I was making a shout out to Princess Diana. Not that one. I think... Yep, this one right here. Okay, Good Friday, everyone. I feel petty as F today. I want to send a shout out to... I'm laughing because all the ways that I call Princess Diana. I want to send a shout out to Princess Diana, Diana Forever, the Queen of Heart, the Royal Slayer, the Queen of Eye Opener, the Queen of Who Gets Shit Done, the Queen who knows the British royal family inside out. I like to thank her for jumping all the obstacles that the snakes, that's the royal family that is, snakes that had put in front of her to warn us about the evil empire that once was. They twisted her words to blind the people who loved and still loved her. She persisted with her truth. The battle she fought by herself, a single human being, a woman, the majority of this generation appreciate her more and more for her heroic courage to take the snake on her own. Evil cannot thrive without insulting, harass, annoys, disturbs, interferes, bothers, and cite all sorts of things to the innocent. Alright? I hope you get this one. Okay? Evil cannot thrive without insulting people. They cannot thrive without harassing people. They cannot thrive without annoying people. They cannot thrive without disturbing people. They cannot thrive without interferes in people's lives. Okay, they cannot thrive without bothers. Okay, other people. They cannot thrive without incite all sort of things to the innocent. I thank Diana Forever for allowing me to see her tormentors' tactic, the distractors of God's will. What I meant by distractors of God's will, because the innocent, let's say Harry and Meghan, they do when things that God, that they feel good, that they could do under the eyes of God or whatever. Maybe God sent these two to be together to do the things that they're doing. These are the things that I mean by God's will. Okay, as years, months, days, and eventually seconds pass, they, the snakes, are exposing and diminishing themselves. In other words, they're opening people's eyes for abolish the monarchy. Okay, all of that is because of Diana Forever's courage and determination to live a free, prosperous, and happy life. Okay, all Diana wanted to do, the same thing that Harry are doing whatever it is that she wants to do to charities, to bring spotlight to charities and live a happy life, because she was trying to, I've said this before. Diana was a human being. She needs to be touched. She needs to be loved. This is what she was looking for, but they got rid of her. We know We know the result of that. It is because of that, her persistent for her freedom from the snakes, we are fully aware to the extent the snake will go. I hope you understand this. I am sorry Diana Forever did not have an army to back her up during her time, but we are now aware and prepare for their evil behavior. With the Lord our Savior, along with Diana's forever sheer will, things, that should be a comma here, things will be different this time. Let the blind see, we see them. This is, how do you call this? This is thumbnails of a video that I did on Pure YTE. I think that was probably around 2020 maybe. The color of this, the dark one, either 2020 or 2021. All right, so that's that, and that sort of fit to what I was saying here. All right, so let's go back to Twitter. All right, I did this. Sophie being caught out years ago by the fake chic scam where she was less than complimentary about Kim might be why the Edinburgh title is not being bestowed. The Queen had said, well, then again, you just never know. Maybe the Queen told them they will get it, but in the background she talked to, who knows? I don't know. I don't want to put myself to say what she was thinking maybe, but Charles is cool. All right, Charles and Camilla hold grudge and have a list of slight going back decades. And the thing is that right now they have the brother and the sister-in-law who's willing to do work for them. He better keep as many friends as possible or family that he feel like, whatever. There's things that probably go in the background. We don't even know. So whatever. All right. I'm old enough to remember how Charles was royally miffed when the people wanted Diana, not him. Remember the walkabout? I don't even think that he went in as much as he should have on the evil Camilla. Oh shit. I just get it. I'm thinking something else. Maybe this person means something else. Let's see here. Oh, I don't see the comment. I don't even think that he went in as much as he should have on the evil Camilla. Oh my God. The thing that I'm thinking, it could be completely wrong. Okay. Let's move on because I have more tweets. Let me not stay on this nonsense. I think I have more stuff with, you know what? I'm going to arrange some stuff here. Since I was doing KFC, I have some more tweets that down the line with KFC. So let's do them instead. I'll come to that after I do the next two tweets. All right. This is regarding KFC. That's the one that was in the front page. Okay, the King of the Commonwealth and his insignificant other will make his first visit as the monarch to France and Germany. You will think his first visit will be to the Commonwealth country, but hey, he has to do the work of the Brexit party. What's next? MP for Windsor. Remember how he was talking about when they were shifting the refugees to, what was that African country? Rwanda. And he was saying something and they told him to shut up. God, everything, God knows. God knows. All right. Before the grammar police wake up, the word insignificant with the high cost of living, I can't afford $11 blue tick to be able to edit my tweet. Okay. I'm so glad my country, Zimbabwe, was kicked out. We don't have to put up with these clowns. I live and hope that the Commonwealth will move him as leader. He is incompetent. Okay, it's okay. I bet they won't treat him like they did with his mom. At least she was loved. Okay, his first visit. Maybe that's why he sent all the others first. William, what's the other one? Edward, and who went recently? There was one who went just recently. I think last week. They didn't even make a big fuss about it. Was it Sophie and the husband, Edward? Yeah, there was another visit to another Commonwealth, but I didn't share it. His first visit as monarch is to take that insignificant others to France, the country where Diana died. Maybe Diana will do her best while she's up there. Next tweet. That's about him again. I think that's the last one that I have regarding him. Okay, this is my comment. Okay, this is my comment to this. A source close to the couple, quote, "It is what it is. They're not fighting it. They realize they have home in California. They have a roof over their head. They were very privileged to have a second resident. It's not going to work out for them there, and that's okay. All right, so that's regarding the Frogmore thing here. All right, there's my there's my response to that. I feel like they are making the case for when the Brits are awake and no longer need a monarchy. They have all these to make reference to. Yeah, time will tell. That's one heck of a gift. Frogmore Cottage, my ass. All right, because that was a gift. All right, let's see here. Okay, so I'm gonna move that other video back again because there's more stuff. Okay, let's move that until, okay, I'm moving it way down. All right, KFC. Okay, so that's that. Let's read some of the comments here. There's 170 something, but oh, it's a thread. It's a thread. Okay, luckily I did that. Okay, I read this already. Okay, the source added that in 2018, when they, quote, carry out more than 2.4 million pounds of refurbishment, they had thought of that property as their forever home. The most alarming thing was that it was a gift from Her Majesty the Queen, and now it's no longer that, but it's okay. All right, the couple have serious concern about the implication for their security. It's safer for them to stay at Frogmore Cottage because it's within the security parameter of the Windsor estate. If they come out to the UK in the future and need to stay in a hotel, then it complicates things. Okay, my take. All right, that's, I think she's taking things from the article. My take, Team Sussex hasn't engaged with the Time, which, while not a tabloid, is owned by Murdoch News Group, who Prince Harry is currently suing. So I have real question on this one. Someone is definitely trying to call off the dogs, as Frogmore has trended multiple times this week. Perhaps discussions are ongoing regarding reimbursement, alternative UK housing, and security requirement. The last paragraph of the article gives some clues to that. We'll be eager to see how this plays out. This isn't the first gift promised from Her Majesty the Queen that Charles has reneged on. Okay, LOL at the British media using Frogmore House as the picture to push their propaganda. All right, definitely interesting and subtle choice. Okay, I didn't read all of that. I didn't even know it was a thread. And there's my comment here, and then I didn't even know she mentioned this, and I said, what a gift. Lowe is Charles man. Oh, so Valentine Lowe wrote this probably? Lowe is Charles man. This is from the palace. Okay, it's written by Valentine Lowe. Okay, I didn't know that. That's the biggest clue that it came from palace, not Sussexes. Charles is trying to tamp down the narrative that he's progressed from being an absent father to a vindictive father. Once again, they're using Harry's imagined words to protect a royal. I was expecting this. No one close to the Sussexes will ever speak to Valentine Lowe except to tell him eat grass. Okay, seeing the backlash from the silly leaks and stunt. We'll be seeing some damage control later today. Richard K, split end warrior. Richard K, split end warrior, and Kamoto will do the honor soon. Okay, Valentine Lowe doesn't speak to the Sussexes. Nobody in the UK media have any association with the Sussexes. They are all trash. If they said they do, they are effing liars, every single one of them. Lowe is the one behind the bullying article against Meghan. I doubt that anyone in Harry and Meghan's camp are taking to him. Okay, I guess talking to him. Okay, gosh, what nonsense from Valentine Lowe. There is no way in hell Harry will speak to this evil journalist. I have a video on PYTE. I think it was 60 Minutes or something. I did a review on 60 Minutes where he was talking about the bullying and all of that. Okay, Chuck trying to clean up the PR disaster. I mean, they don't think through. They only see their tunnel vision and then they run with it, and they think everybody will eat their BS like the way they think. So when the backlash come up and they have to do damage control. All right, Chuck trying to clean up the PR disaster. Royalists and the Rangers may be cheering, but the rest of the world isn't. Yeah, what was it yesterday? I click on what is it? I click on one of the things that was trending. When I click on it, I was like, oh my God, the negativity that's going on over there It's sad. Okay, sources do not speak for Harry and Meghan. Sources will no longer speak for Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Only the official communication team at Archwell will comment or not on any stories concerning the couple. After these three, that's it. Sources close to Omid with close tie to use of Frogmore House images to suggest they live in some massive property. We see this for what it is. Okay, trying to walk back the bullying move they were bragging about 2 days ago. Those people are so predictable. Okay, is that Frogmore House? LOL. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. Alright, which one did I feel? Okay, so this is the next one. Okay, this is about Frogmore. There's that. This, oh, perfect. This is perfect. The way it's rearranged it now. The Sussexes are an ongoing negotiation about Frogmore compensation. All right, there's this here replying, pay me what you owe me. All right, so there's me responding to that here. Well, the palace did say it's about monetary. It's not about malice. My response the first time. I shared this in one of the videos before. The first time where this, actually, let's go into it. Let's read this and then that's it. I hope whatever they get back goes out to a UK food bank with a statement from their spokesperson. While my father made it clear he will not work toward reconciliation, I am a Brit first and foremost. I'm sending this money back to the people of Britain to help in this crisis. Can you imagine that? So that will definitely overshadow Charles. So now I'm done with this. I'm going to go into the first time they started talking about the kicking Harry out. Okay, so this was the original tweet here, March 2nd. Today is March 4th. Okay, Prince Andrew and the Sussexes evictions are about money, not malice. So that was my response to it. Well, since it is about money, they better pay the Sussex back. And then now the last tweet, now I'm going back to the other tweet. Okay, this is the tweet here. The Sussexes are in ongoing negotiation about Frogmore compensation. Okay, so that's that. Let's go to the next tweet, and it's about Frogmore again. There's that here. I wonder who leaked the initial story about Frogmore eviction, because it looks like after King Charles and Camilla saw the backlash, an exclusive from a friend of Charles and Camilla throws Prince William into the mix. Could it be William and his quest to ensure Harry and Meghan never step in the UK? Let's see here. All right. This is the first time I'm seeing that. I mean, I saw it when I was bookmarking for me to share with you, but I didn't read it. In other words, this is the first time I'm reading it. Exclusive. The decision by King Charles to evict Harry and Meghan from Frogmore Cottage and to move Prince Andrew and was taking in partnership with Prince William. Oh my God. Prince William backed King Charles' decision to evict Harry and Meghan. This is what I'm saying here. They're making the case for the people. Once the people are tired of them, for the amount of time and energy they're spending on creating nonsense, they could easily spit back all of these headlines back to them. If you feel like Harry and Meghan don't need Frogmore House or Frogmore Cottage, or they don't, all the BS they're spewing on Harry and Meghan, okay, they could spill right back to them. If Harry and Meghan can sustain themselves without the tax money, so they could. All right, there's more. The source, a friend of King Charles and Camilla and the wider family, told the Daily Beast, quote, Charles is not making this decision in isolation. He has the support of his son and heir, and he's working in partnership with him. They are a unit and are closer than ever. All right, because I know once you work and hate, eventually you will bite each other. All right, the decision to evict Harry and Meghan from Frogmore Cottage has also brought into sharper focus the uncertainty around their attendance at Charles' coronation, due to take place in just over 2 months. This is the reason why, okay? Maybe there's a possibility Harry probably already told him he's not coming. So therefore, to pay back, they take the Frogmore Cottage from him. But he forgot. This is the thing. They love to spew, but they're not looking at the wider thing. They forgot that Harry returned the money for the renovation. So now there's another issue that they create again. Now they have to pay Harry and Meghan back the money for the renovation. All right, you're saying it's not about malice, it's about money. So if it's about money, give him back the money. That's the way I see it. Okay? And there seems to be a leak of tons, especially with the Daily Beast. Also interesting that some Rodovats like Palmolive seem shocked because this leak is contradictory to the palace briefing they received in preparation for the coronation. Are the girlies fighting? For all I know, they could fight all they want. Let's read this. Another source, an old friend of both William and Harry, who is no longer in contact with Harry, told the Daily Beast, quote, William won't shed a tear if Harry doesn't make it. He feels utterly betrayed by Harry. Whatever he feels that he betrayed. If he inflicted pain onto Harry and Harry's telling people about it, that's his fault. He shouldn't inflict pain onto Harry. My goodness, relations have never been this bad. And then all the things that Harry went through, Harry tried to avoid them. But he keep on, following Harry and inflicting pain onto Harry. And then this leak that going on here that I'm reading, where I should not even know, they're the one who's putting it out there. Because Harry wants to work family things privately. This is the privacy that Harry was looking for. So since they're part of whatever conversation with Harry, I guess they have the right to put whatever they want out, the same way Harry had the right to write the book. Alright, the same thing. Alright, he feels utterly betrayed by Harry. Relations have never been this bad, and he hates him for what he always hated him. He always hated him. My goodness. And he hates him for what he has done to the family and the books and interviews. He will support whatever decision his dad makes, but it's no secret. He will prefer it if he wasn't there or indeed never step foot in England again. Baggage for God. That's all. Baggage for God. How many homes does Willie need? All of them. For what? I guess for when he's trying to have his affair from side piece after side piece after side piece. My goodness. Chucky is mad that he is the only one trending for being cool, hence he wants his co-conspirator Willie to take some heat. Rumors is that Andy might have done the first leak because he is mad Willie wants to take his big house. Yeah, one thing about Andy, he's not afraid to fight back with every piece of dirt he has. Fun time ahead of they actually evict him. If they do, he doesn't give a shit. Okay, I want a front row seat to his revenge on Willie. The details about Willie wanting a bigger house for his kids to show off made me think that his team couldn't have wanted that out there, hence making it seems like Andy was the leak. Don't forget that Fergie is on record saying the lodge is like two separate castles with the appearance of being a one family. I can't imagine why William would want that type of living situation. That's the eye. We see that. I don't know. I don't follow Fergie for me to know. With the exception of the thing that there's a video that was pretty much about her when she's gonna come in the US to do some stuff. With Willie, if it is as big as Harry's house, then he will take it because at the end of the day, his focus is having something bigger than Harry. But the thing is that Harry pays for it. Okay, William home is still stuck in the dank UK. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. And the thing is that once they kick them out, if they abolish the monarchy, none of these are theirs. Alright, it's like they're living in a fishbowl. What a gift, OMG. Then return his money. Alright, so I think this is still about the Frogmore. I retweeted that, so this is my response to that. Why should Harry and Meghan have a house on the Windsor estate? They've quit the royal family and moved to the US. They can always stay at Windsor Castle on their hopefully rare trips back. Rare trips back? What do they mean rare trips back? Okay, I didn't get that. But this is my response to that. Is that, wow, what a gift, OMG. Then return his money. They want him to be at, Windsor Castle? So they could keep an eye on him. So when he's coming in. Because I believe if he lives at Frogmore, if Frogmore is for him, they won't even know when he comes. He could come in and out whenever he wants. Unless they put an alert out for the... What is it for? Oh shoot, I messed up on this. Unless they make an alert out guards whenever they see Harry is in town for them to tell them. But other than that, Harry doesn't have to tell anybody when he's coming to Frogmore. So thus, the same thing that happened with One Young World when he was doing the the speech for One Young World, and he has to fly back to Germany and then back to the UK. He didn't need to tell them. So now if he's at Windsor, he needs to tell them so they could see he's in and out. It's just for surveillance purposes. This is my next tweet, and I forgot to put the right thing. Usually on the right link, I'll only put partial of it. Luckily I saw it. Alright, so once I type a few sentences of it, Twitter will find it. So that's what I did here. Alright, next tweet. My opinion on the eviction is this: it will play exactly how the last few decisions have played out. Royalists will see it as a sign of strength. Everyone else will see it as an act of cruelty, revenge. Okay, so that's a mini thread. That's not great for a firm desperately trying to prove their relevance and attract new eyes. I also find the most recent Daily Beast article trying to rope William into the decision very interesting. So that's the one I just read here, the screenshot of that Daily Beast thing. So that's what she's making reference to. Luckily I put this afterward. Okay, they should have to pay Harry and Meghan back for the renovation, but my guess is that Harry and Meghan won't fight it. Everybody says that. That's why I say it too. Another guess is that Frogmore stays empty. They can possibly think that giving the Wells another home will play well, even to Royalists. I will be pretty shocked if Andy goes anywhere. Okay, there's my comment here. Lots and lots of time and energy wasted on unnecessary plotting, leaking, and whatnot. How many charities they have that are closed? 11 people like that one. Okay, I will also add this constant recurring crisis since the Queen passed should leave most people feeling a lack of confidence and shock. There is a chaotic nature to his reign that is almost triumphant. All right, there's this. After everything Harry and Meghan has done to the royal family. What do you mean after everything Harry have done to the royal family? But you will not hear 1 ounce from these people to say all the good things Meghan have done in the UK. So what did Harry and Meghan have done to the royal family? What is it? What? The cookbook? That's for the UK people, because that's the position that they were supposed to do. This is their work. Okay. Smart work? Is that what it is? Or what else? What else did Harry and Meghan did? So many other things I probably don't even know. Who can blame them for taking the cottage? But they pay for it. You forgot that part. Okay, if their money did not go out for the renovation, yes, who cares? That's the thing. Even though if it's a gift, who cares? But they spend their money, so they need the money back. Okay, they didn't live there and probably never will anymore. So what's the big deal? Their money is the big deal because they came out, not Meghan and Harry. The palace came out. It's not about malice, it's about money. So if it's about money, give them back their money. I like that GIF. I'm gonna go into that. There's 13 comment, but let's read this. Already Charles is wanting to share the smoke with his son. Diana's son is chilling in California. All right, there's this here. Okay, what did they say? Abusers may feel a sense of loyalty or camaraderie with other abusers, particularly if they have been part of the same group or organization. They may feel sense of obligation to protect and defend their fellow abuser, even if they are aware that their behavior is shameful. That's for sure. For all that was done to Harry and Meghan, they should have taken, was it BP, British press, the crown jewels, and Camilla's head on a platter, figuratively. No big deal, right? Okay, and if living in a house is the criteria for the state to take it back, the institution has a lot of house to evacuate. This is what I keep on saying. They're making the case for the people. When all this nonsense they're spewing at Harry and Meghan, once the people, whatever the shield that's covering their eyes, their lenses, once they see what those royal family are for, then all the thing they spew at Harry and Meghan can easily spew right back to them. Charles has houses all over the place, which isn't living in. There's the thing here. Okay? What have they done to the royal family apart from what the lying British media has lied about? You should redirect your spite to the media. All Harry and Meghan have done is set the record straight, but some people just don't want to listen, as Meghan's niece actually stated. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. What a gift and my opinion. Is that the one? Which one did my opinion? Okay, so next one. Okay, I'm almost an hour and I have 4 more tweets after this. Okay, evictors, be careful what you say to others. It might come back to haunt you. A father turned his son motherless because of his evil plot with his mistress, and you all think his successful son is the problem. Go figure. That's for sure. Okay, girl, each time I read their so-called insult on Harry, I feel like they are making the case for the people. Everything can easily spit back at them once the people start chanting abolish the monarchy. So this person decided to respond. What did she say here? Where's the response? All right, let's go back. Reply, rubber and glue, literally. Okay, do you really believe that? That seems delusional. Whatever. Laughing my ass off. With a handle like love rules, there's the clown, you should like to slang the shit. Okay, where is your evidence? I'm not British. Okay, and really don't care for King Charles or Camilla, but let's be honest, Diana was not a saint. Well, remember, Diana fought to get her husband back. Let's not forget that. And luckily I said that at the beginning, where I said she was human. She needed to be touched. She needed to be loved.
5 years into the marriage, Diana said she suspected her husband had gone back to Camilla Parker Bowles, and she confronted him about it.
I remember saying to my husband, why this lady around? And he said, well, I refused to be the only Prince of Wales who never had a mistress.
Okay, she fought for her husband. She even went to the Queen.
By 1985, Diana told Sutherland she had had enough.
So I went to the top lady.
The top lady, otherwise known as Her Majesty. It was a bold move.
But if Diana had hoped to get support from the Queen, she was sorely disappointed. According to the princess, the Queen turned a cold shoulder to her appeal for help.
The princess described an emotional scene inside the walls of Buckingham Palace.
And I was sobbing, and I said, what do I do? I'm coming to you, what do I do? And she said, I don't know what you should do. John was hopeless. And that was it. That was help.
She went to the Queen and asked the Queen, please tell her husband to come back to her. What did the Queen say? The Queen said, what am I supposed to do? Okay, she even went to Camilla and said, Camilla, she understands what she's doing to her. Give her, I'm paraphrasing now. I think I have the audio. I'll put the audio.
I walk into the house and stick my hand out to Camilla for the first time. I think she got over that. We were all upstairs and I was chatting away, and I suddenly noticed that there was no Camilla, no Charles upstairs. So this disturbs me. So I make my way to go downstairs again. I know what I'm going to confront myself with. Try and stop me from going downstairs. Then I don't go down there. I just go and find my husband. I go downstairs, and there's a very happy little threesome going on downstairs. Camilla, Charles, and some other man who I didn't know, chatting away. So I thought, right, this is your moment. So I went and sat down and joined in the conversation as though we were best friends. And I said, Camilla, I'd love to have a word with you if possible. And she looked really uncomfortable, put her head down. She said, oh yes, right. And I said to the two men, okay boys, we'll just have a quick word with Camilla, and I'll be up in a minute. And they shot upstairs like chickens with no heads. And I could feel upstairs all hell breaking loose. What was she going to do? So I said, Camilla, you'd like to sit down. So we sat down, and I was terrified of her. And I said, Camilla, I'd just like you to know that I know exactly what's going on. And she said, I don't know what you're talking about. And I said, I know what's going on between you and Charles, and I just want you to know that. And she said to me, very interesting, she said to me, you've got everything you've ever wanted. All the men in the world fall in love with you. You've got 2 beautiful children, what more would you want? And I didn't believe what she said anyway. So I said, I want my husband. And she said, well, and she looked down the whole time. I said to Camilla, I'm sorry I'm in the way. I obviously am in the way. And it must be hell for both of you. But I didn't know what's going on, don't you know? I need it. In the car on the way back, my husband was over me like a bad rash. I cried like I've never cried before. It was anger. It was 7 years of pent-up anger coming out. Cried. I didn't sleep that night. And the next morning I woke up.
She wants her husband back.
So I said, I want my husband.
What did Camilla say?
You've got everything you've ever wanted. All the men in the world fall in love with you. You've got two beautiful children. What more would you want?
Oh, you have two beautiful children. You have this. All the men in the world will love you and all of that. Okay? She married Charles. She fought for her husband. She wanted her husband. Even the mistress. She went to the mistress. The mistress said, oh, you're a beautiful woman. You could get any man that you want. So, what did she did? She's a human being. Everybody around her stick to the same script of Charles to make her seem like she's the only one who's crazy. She's not seeing what she's actually seeing.
Offhandedly revealing the story of a private showdown she'd had with the Queen over Camilla Parker Bowles, the woman Diana thought had stolen her husband.
She felt that there was a basic conspiracy inside the royal family, amongst friends, courtiers, bodyguards, valets, to deceive her about the presence of Camilla in her life. So it was a canker that ate away at her.
By 1985, Diana told Sutherland she had had enough.
So I went to the top lady.
So, hey, and they plot against her, call her crazy. Now one of her sons went on national television to call his mother delusional.
Used fake documents to obtain the interview with my mother. Made lurid and false claims about the royal family, which played on her fears and fueled paranoia.
It wasn't his father.
And she confronted him about it.
I remember saying to my husband, why this lady around? And he said, well, I refused to be the only Prince of Wales who never had a mistress.
And stepmother.
It's very interesting. She said to me, you've got everything you've ever wanted. All the men in the world fall in love with you. You've got two beautiful children. What more would you want? So I said, I want my husband. And she said, well, and she looked down the whole time. I said to Camilla, I'm sorry I'm in the way.
Who caused his mother's pain.
In the car on the way back, my husband was over me like a bad rash. I cried like I've never cried before. It was anger. It was 7 years of pent-up anger coming out. Cried.
To do some of the things. They blame. What did he blame? I'll put the nonsense that he spew. Okay? So everyone around Princess Diana stuck to Charles and Camilla's script.
Do you really believe that a campaign was being waged against you?
Yes, I did, absolutely. Yeah.
Why?
I was a separated wife to the Prince of Wales. I was a problem, full stop. Never happened before. What do we do with her?
Can't we pack her off to somewhere quietly rather than campaign against her?
She won't go quietly. That's the problem. I'll fight till the end.
Okay? But they make it seem like she was the one who's crazy. And oh my God, thank God I read what I read that I posted on my community board. Okay? She fought them by herself.
It's the strength that causes the confusion and the fear. Why is she strong? Where does she get it from? Where is she taking it? Where is she going to use it? Why do the public still support her? When I say public, you go into an engagement and there's a great many people there.
Until she removed herself out of that toxic situation.
The campaign was, in that point, was being successful. But it did surprise the people who were causing the grief. It did surprise them when I took myself out of the game. They hadn't expected that. And I'm a great believer that you should always confuse the enemy.
Who was the enemy?
Well, the enemy was my husband's department, because I always got more publicity. My work was discussed much more than him, and from that point of view, I understand it. But I was doing good things, and I wanted to do good things. I was never going to hurt anyone. I was never going to let anyone down.
But you really believe that it was out of jealousy that they wanted to undermine you?
I think it was out of fear, because here was a strong woman doing her bit, and where was she getting her strength from to continue?
Once she moved herself out of that toxic situation, look what happened to her. Okay? They're all a baggage for God. Alright? Did I finish with that? Whatever. You could read what's on the screen. Let's go to the next tweet. Eventually, luckily everybody have an expiration date. Next tweet. Alright, so there's this is. Prince Andrew's Royal Lodge is falling down. It has a mold problem. So that's the nonsense they're coming with? Okay, there's a link here. I'm not gonna click on it. All right, spend. I'm not surprised. Some of these old places are in terrible repair. I mean, it's Andrew, so I don't really care, but I don't doubt the story. Okay, the mold problem in question is the mold. Okay, a Parker Bowles child will be moving into Frogmore and Andy is staying put. Poor Snook, was it Snook comes? The spend is not spending. Oh my God, these people. Then they just tell us that he spent millions of his own money renovating it. I don't know. I didn't see that one. So if they did, so they running around on a pretzel. Now it's in desperate need of repair. Just sound like they're setting up for what they want to move in and excuse them spending more on renovation. Bill and Kathy's name are already on the list. It's done deal. Just when a certain couple wants it, they are already setting it up where they will say it needs millions and renovation, and the public will say, oh yeah, they say there was mold. OMG, these people. Okay, yeah, sure. Alright, so they're setting to get more millions from the taxpayers' money. So they're starting to bring the nonsense, the narrative out there. Okay, there's mold, so they need money to repair it. But what about the money that they're making from, what's that thing? Duchy of Cornwall, all of that. How come they can't use their own money? Why can't they use the money? Okay, isn't the sovereign, that's the thing here, isn't the sovereign grant for the upkeep of their home to visit some castle you pay to view? Where is this money going? It doesn't cover their travel or military ceremonies or things like coronation. Okay, oh please, that's why the Welleses are so eager to move in. Okay, they want a new narrative. Harry and Meghan offered their home to Eugenie's dad. Okay, as his cool brother refuses to fix the leaky roof and mold problem at his current residence. You know, they should have gone with that narrative. That's what they should have gone, because there's Eugenie who was living there, so they could easily say Andrew could use it next to it, but they don't know. Their mind isn't negative, so they don't think logically. At least an honest lie, they could have said people will buy it, but no.
I'm just scoot on over and let you whack him. Get him again. Get him for me.
Next tweet. Alright, so this is the view thing here. I push it back, way back. So I'm done with Charles, Camilla, and I only have one more thing regarding Harry and Archie. Okay, 2 more tweets after this. Where to go, Sonny? She said what she said. Sonny is a lawyer. She didn't detect any lies. There you go. Okay, as Sonny said, Prince Harry told no lies. At the end of the day, he's gonna protect his wife, Meghan Markle, period. The view. Okay, it's 1 minute and 26 seconds. Let's see here.
Didn't detect any lies in what he was saying. But he said, he alleged that Camilla had a calculated agenda to remedy her public image as the other woman, one that paved the way for her marriage and eventual queen title. It's now queen, not queen consort.
Oh no, they already made that change. They sent papers out to tell the newspapers, don't call her queen consort, it's queen. So if we go by that, sorry, side note here, if they go by that, she's calling herself queen, there's a possibility the son probably is Charles' son. So once that happened, if they make the case, they do blood tests or whatever, I don't know. But then again, they back then they used to say if they never recognized them as the wife back then, so therefore annul the child as well. Whatever. But let's get back to that before I put myself on a pretzel myself. All right. Let's continue. Harry protecting his wife. And let's not forget as well. Now back to this, what Sonny was saying here. There was a concerted effort. Harry didn't lie. There was, I don't know if they took it down now. And there was a concerted effort to restore Camilla's image. It was a huge deal. So Harry did not lie. He's telling his side of it. But that story is already out. There's videos of it. Where was it? They went and there was a what's the name of that is it Ritz Hotel, the same hotel that Princess Diana is the same name as the hotel Diana the last time Diana was seen coming out in France, and I think there's another version of it in the UK. So that particular hotel, I think it's called Ritz Hotel. Okay, Camilla walked in by herself. Okay, few minutes later, Charles went in. But after, when everything is said and done, whatever happened, the dinner, they step out together. That was the image. That's how they introduced Camilla as the girlfriend or something of Charles. This is how they set it up. Okay? So it was a campaign to let people in of Camilla, even though she was already in the picture since Princess Diana. Okay? So Harry's not telling a lie. Alright, I'm moving it back slightly so I interrupt for so long. Look at her rolling her eyes.
An eventual queen title. It's now queen, not queen consort. Also, it was that Lady Susan Hussey resigned and apologized for her unacceptable and deeply regrettable racial comments that she made.
Her name was Lady Hussey.
Lady Susan Hussey. And she was the person that Camilla and the Queen and everyone assigned to protect Meghan Markle. And then
yeah, later when I found out, yeah. Oh my God. Can you imagine this? Can you imagine this? What did they call her? Lady in waiting. So she was put in as, how do you call this? Into Harry and Meghan's circle. That's what I think it is. So whatever Harry, Meghan is doing, so she the royal family, so they could know. Remember, their whole plan is to know what's ahead. All the things that you see the tabloid is doing, bugging people's phone, hacking people's phone, and all of that. It's a team. It's a team effort. They want to know so they could start shaping themselves. Prepare themselves for what to come. So it's the same thing that they did to Harry and Meghan, especially Meghan. They assigned her over there, and I assume it's just to be eyes and ears in Harry and Meghan's circle. But let's continue. And I didn't know that before. It's recently.
Queen and everyone assigned to protect Meghan Markle. And then he also called her dangerous because of the connections she still has with members of the media and her willingness to trade information. No lies detected, and I don't think that any child of this was the best part. He describes his stepmother as the villain and the third person in the marriage, which is how his mother describes her.
Exactly.
Do you think Mrs. Parker Bowles was a factor in the breakdown of your marriage?
Well, there were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded.
In my view, no child of divorce really loves the divorce because I'm a child of divorce. I'm certainly not going to like the woman that was in between my parents' marriage talking dirty on the phone. Yeah. I'm not going to like that. He didn't like it. He didn't lie. I say let them keep their little Frogmore cottage. Harry and Meghan, they have $135 million worth of projects. They threw a little $2 million to fix it up and let Prince Andrew live at Frogmore.
I love it. I love the way she puts it. Let's pause it. Let's see here. It amazes me on The View how Joy and the rest don't address the racism of the royal family. Sunny does, or why Whoopi not addressing how the royal family and the British press beats down the character of an intelligent, successful black woman every day. That amazes me. Well, I guess if you don't have anything positive to say, don't say, I don't know. Okay, Sunny is always fair. That's true. The others, especially Joy, Anna, don't like the Sussexes, but they don't even look at the show. Okay, amen, well said. That's that. I think that woman that said Frogmore is not a cottage is confused with the 2 properties. There is Frogmore House, which is a huge, and there is Frogmore Cottage, which is small, and where Harry and Meghan were staying. There's a video I have on PYTE, and when I found the difference between the 2, I think Frogmore House, it's almost like a huge palace, okay? It's painted white and everything. That's where William was staying. And was it one of the royal rats tried to confuse people with this, saying that William used to stay at Frogmore Cottage, which is where Harry was. Okay, now I found out it was separate living quarters for maid. I knew it was for maid, but separate. I think it was 3 separate living quarters. But Harry and Meghan make it into one. Okay, so they're making that royal rat was trying to confuse people as if this is where William was staying. But no, William was staying in Frogmore House, a huge mansion. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Now it's about Harry Travalyst. All right, let's see here. Okay. The way I keep forgetting, Harry also has Travalyst under his belt. It's no longer giving rich, it's giving self-made wealth and legacy. If I were Tampon and Baldy, I'd be mad too. I mean, why to be mad? Can you put the, what is it? Can you put the amount of energy, work behind it? Believe me, if I could, if I was into that and I had the energy to, you know, getting up every morning, making phone calls to make sure things go accordingly and all of that. Yeah, but I'm not about that. But they are. But the others are freaking lazy. They don't want to do it. So how could you be jealous of someone who don't want to do the thing? That's the thing here. Yeah, I get up every morning. If some people think my channel is successful, according to some, okay, the nonsense that I'm going through with YouTube, look at it. My other channel that has 3,000 plus subscribers, and I'm here on the 1,000 plus subscribers. Okay, well, I don't know if later on is gonna grow, but right now let's go to it so I could show you. It's about 1,800 subscribers. Okay, and my other channels is like 3,000 something. Okay, I'm making videos for this. So if people think my channel, this one right now, is very successful, it's because my ass is getting up in the morning to do videos and inform you, because I'm into that. I want to share with you what's going on with Harry and Meghan, and then I insert my opinion here and there. Okay, so these Harry and Meghan are into it. They are motivated to do those work. For them, I don't even think it's work for them because they enjoy it. Okay, but the others, they're freaking lazy. They don't want to do an ounce of thing, but yet they want what Harry and Meghan have. How could that be if you're not willing to do the work? All right. Oh, good. So let's read those comments and then move on. Yep, and there's more to come too. That island is just an irritation. Okay, plenty more where that come from. Okay, Camilla and Wank are jealous, including the Duke of Pedophile, Wessex, and cousins are all jealous of Prince Harry's fortune. Meghan, okay, Meghan they all hate because he's self-made man with an actual global career and a thriving foundation. Tampon and Pegger are sitting bad as hell. If the others, okay, were to, let's say, they abolish the monarchy, they tell them whatever money they have now, right now, whatever they have right now, they could keep it, but they can't keep the house, they can't live in the UK or whatever. They have to leave the country, go live someplace else. Okay, whatever amount of wealth they have now, that shit will run like water because they do not know how to manage money. Okay, because they're always in the aspect of money grow on tree. They need something, they make up some lies, the people buy it, and then they get the money. All right, if they go, the money is not coming in anymore, whatever they have, they're gonna have to learn to invest and do different things. That money, most likely, based on what I'm seeing, okay, from their history, I don't think that money will last. And when you look at Edward, for instance, I did 2 videos about Ardent production. He had the ability to do exactly what Harry is doing right now. Okay, he fell miserably. All right, let's see here. Okay, I think I read that. Tampon and Pegger are sitting bad as hell. It's the global success of Harry and Meghan that's eating them night and day. Well, we gotta thank them. When they were wishing ill on Harry and Meghan, they alert the global community. So now Harry is using that same global community. They alerted, you know, trying to bash Harry and Meghan, but Harry is using it for good. So they, you know, it just switched, it just turned. What they thought was gonna happen is not what it is. All right, this is the last comment. And Free, don't forget Free. Meanwhile, back in Salt Island, Chuck and Will have money, but they live in a gilded cage doing what they are told. All right, so that's that. Now this is my last one. I don't know, there's a music in it. I do not know how YouTube is gonna treat it, but there it is. Let's get ready to celebrate our little Ginger's Prince Archie. Let's pause. What is it? Little Ginger's Prince Archie and Princess Lily's birthday party from May to June. Okay, it's 1 minute and 39 seconds. It's the squad who put it together. Can I? Okay, I'll enlarge it when I'm editing so you could see it much better. Right now it's very small. I can't believe Lily is gonna be too. I'm just twinkle twinkle little star. Alright. Just hop on the table. That's Frogmore Cottage. And the thing is, you could see with Frogmore Cottage, you could see the pattern with these people. Okay, this is something they did not want. Okay, Frogmore Cottage is a property nobody really wanted, but because Harry and Meghan embrace it, they embrace it and make it livable. They make it something nice, so they want it. These people, that's all they live by. Envy. My goodness. And the same thing with Harry. They never treated Harry with respect. They never really care about Harry. But now that Meghan embraced Harry for who he is as a human being, not as a prince, human being, the person that he is. Okay? And then he's very successful at what he does. Harry would have always been successful. I don't know if he will be able to. Maybe he would. I don't know, because he never really have his own money, so I don't know that aspect. A little bit question mark here for me. What is it? Hobson, the one who interviewed Harry on Obama Foundation, Melody Hobson. She's a financial person, so they have all the right people around them to help them manage and move forward. Oh, Meghan have said that she has people who's helping her, so I'm pretty sure Melody Hobson is one of those people who's helping them securing. I mean, there's always room for learning. Okay, especially Melody Hobson. She's a freaking genius when it comes to numbers. So Harry and Meghan are in good company. Alright, so let's finish listening to that. I went off with that. I should have let it play while I was talking. Alright, so that would be for the party. Let's see here. When is that? Fun birthday celebration for Prince Archie 4th. Okay, Lily 2nd. A purpose-driven birthday celebration for the people, Global Prince Archie and Princess Lily. Okay, May 4th to June 4th. Okay, so that's a very even number. So that's a long, well, I did talk a lot. Alright, so there's this here. May 6th will forever be Prince Archie's Day. Absolutely. Prince Archie's Day will forever trend on May 6th. Absolutely. Love the use of the steel pen music. Thank you. There's that. Alright. I'm ready. Alright, so let's do a prayer. What we should do prayer for? Prayer for success is coming. Prayer for success and protection. Let's do protection. Okay, there's this prayer. Okay, God promises this to you, how your increase and blessing. We can all benefit from this promise of God in the Bible regarding first fruit. Learn about the blessing the Bible promise for offering of his fruit of Christian. Okay, so this is the one that I really need. Creator God, thank you that you have plans for me that are for my good and your glory. Your word says that you will make all things work together for my good. Please watch over my business, protect me from danger, and lead me on the path to prosperity and success. All right, let's look for an image. Let's see here. Jeremiah 29. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. So I'm gonna keep this. My hand was hovering around it, so we're gonna keep this. I see some others, but my mind was into this at first, so we're gonna keep that. Okay? For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. All right? So that's that. Okay, so please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. New subscriber, welcome.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.